Hey everyone, this is Ellie Mae with Swift Creek Customs, and today I'm going to share all of my testing wrapped up into one video on the final results with some leather earrings and a leather key fob. So the first thing I did was open an earring template file. I am separating that, ungrouping the pieces I don't need. Then I'm going to size the earring template down to what I want to use. I'm going to place that in the bottom left of my design screen. And then I'm going to come over and I'm going to choose the stroke in the properties panel so that I can see through this. Then I'm going to actually break the paths and I'm going to take out the earring holes because I don't care for those. They can get difficult to cut or on any material. So I like to be able to punch those myself. And I'm going to come in here. I deleted those earring holes and they're gone. So all I have is the outline of my earring. I'm going to open up a file for the flower design, choose cut only, select next and apply, and then I'm going to scale the design down to fit inside of my earring templates. When I zoom in, I can scale that down even more to fit within the size of my earring template. Now this design part of the video is in real time. This is me in my design process and creation. So once I have that in the middle of my design, I'm going to center that, and just depending on your design, it may be centered to the eye or it may look a little bit off. Now, I just deleted one so that I could make a copy and then mirror that copy horizontal. So they are perfectly identical and it's just mirrored. And then I kind of just rotated that. Since I rotated it, I deleted the copy and then made another one. Control C, it copied on top of it, and then I just flip horizontal for that second version. And now I have my earring templates. I'm going to just verify that they are centered, and you saw it move just a little bit on the screen there. And then I'm going to save my file. Save your files often when you are working in any software program. You never know when the computer may shut down or a program closes. So it's always a good idea to save your files. I also made a copy, then I hid that copy and I decided to unhide it because I didn't want to open the file and think it was had disappeared. So I just grouped it together and it's now named group. So I just changed that to be copy. So I have an original copy to go back to. Then I held my control key down, selected both of the green shapes, which is the outer edge of my earring, and I want to tell the software in the layers panel, I'm going to click there on the left side and choose blue, which means cut. Then hold my control key down again and select the black, which is my hibiscus, and I'm going to change that to the etch tool. So the Siser Easy Etch tool is going to etch the hibiscus design, and I saved my file again. And then I'm going to turn off the green layer so it does not perform that action. Choose don't separate by color so everything stays in the same place, and use current map position. I came back in, decided I wanted this design in the bottom left-hand corner, and I was able to use the alignment tools to place that in the bottom left corner. Then I hid the green layer again and chose do not separate by color and use current mat and page location. So now I'm going to prepare the leather. I have protectile film on my cutting mat, and then I am wetting the leather. I did find that using this blending brush, which I will have all the supplies linked in the description of the video below that I am using, it helped to be able to reach inside the machine and to wet the leather as needed. Once I had that all set up, I'm going back to the software. I'm choosing the leather etch tool and I'm using a force of 10. Verify your settings are correct, and I came in there, it didn't pick it up, so I knew I needed a force of 20, and now it is correct. So you want to verify that before you go to send it. And then the machine is going to start the etch process. So basically the sharp tip is now tooling or etching into the leather, and it's following the exact path of the cut file that we have set up for the hibiscus flower. Once that is done, I'm going to wet that leather with that blending brush, and then I'm going to install the blade in the machine. This is going to just cut a small outline. I'm going back to the layers panel, unhiding the green shape, and going to hide the hibiscus shape. Now it's going to send only the cut for this. I thought I had a different setting for this, but it's all under one setting for my leather. So then I simply changed it to the cutting tool, and that showed my force as a 10. I am simply cutting the outline so I know where to cut with a pair of scissors. The leather is thicker. It is not able to cut through with the blade. It'll just get stuck. It can't get up onto the leather, or it'll create drag marks. So here's a look. That is wet leather. That's a look. It'll show a little bit better once we get dye on it. Then the next test I wanted to do is show a comparison to etch and using the crease tool on top of that. So I am setting this up in the software using the same exact etch file, and I created a copy of that and turned that to use with the crease tool. So the first one you're seeing here is the Easy Etch tool performing the hibiscus lines in that design. Once that design finishes, I'm again going to wet that leather. I'm going to remove the Easy Etch tool, and I'm going to install the Easy Crease tool. And then I'm going to send the exact same design, and it is going to emboss or deboss on top of the line that was sent to etch with the Easy Etch tool. And the idea is that it's getting a deeper emboss. The etch tool breaks the surface of the leather, so then dye could sink down farther into the leather. And I really was testing this to see which one I preferred, which one I like better, and I'll show the final results here when it gets finished. It's gonna really depend on a personal preference. It will take longer to do the designs if you are doing both methods. Once that was completed, I swapped out for the cutting blade, and I made a mistake here. I only have one earring cut. I still saved this project. It was not a toss, but it was my own fault. So when I went to send the design, when I made that second copy, the left side was off the edge. Now here's a look at it dyed, so you can see the difference. This is the Easy Etch tool only. It is cutting that design, and then this is the emboss on top of the Easy Etch tool. Then I had all of these test subjects that I needed to finish out. So I am just applying a leather concealer on top of that, and I'm going to finish out. I made key tags as well. In this, you can see those there. Using that etch process, I actually kind of prefer the etch process versus the emboss, and we'll see here in these finished photos a little bit closer look at that. So here is the Easy Etch tool with those earrings. That's a little closer look at the Siser Easy Etch tool, and another look at that as well. I kind of like that look. That's me. Here is a look at the Easy Etch tool with the Easy Crease tool on top of that, and there's a close-up look at those flowers. So it's really just going to depend on the design and the user. All of these key fobs are done with just the Easy Etch tool. This one is done with both tools. So it's really just going to be a matter of personal preference and the time you want to take for the projects. So I hope those tips have helped. Let me know if you have any questions below this video. Also check out the links in the description below this video for additional resources and supplies that I used in this creation. Thanks for joining me, and have a great day.